We're almost a month out from the release of Halo Combat Evolved to the Master Chief Collection on PC. And with that, I think it's about time to take a look at the game's population, see how it's doing, and see if Halo CE was able to revive the collection. To be able to fully understand if Combat Evolved has been able to revive the Master Chief Collection on PC, we first need to take a step back to the initial drop of Halo Reach. Halo Reach dropped to massive hype, almost topping 100k peak players on Steam alone, which really showed the massive desire for Halo to be on PC. However, due to bugs and issues with the game, the age of the game, and honestly, just the game itself, Halo Reach took a massive dive, to the point where the game was basically on life support. Towards the end of February, the collection was struggling to even peak at 5k concurrent players and would dip into the single thousands during off hours. Obviously, this led to longer queues and the inability to play some of the playlists altogether. RIP Ranked Hardcore and Team Slayer, you'll be missed. Then on March 3rd, 343 dropped Combat Evolved somewhat out of nowhere, and well, it did what I assume many of us thought it would do. A fair amount of players returned to the game, and along with the new players who did not pick up Reach, the collection was able to peak at almost 35k concurrent players on Steam. Not too bad for a re-release of a title that came out in the early 2000s that's now been ported all over the place. Since this release though, the game has taken a somewhat similar projection to Reach, where the game now usually peaks around 10k concurrents on Steam. However, it does seem to be holding around this spot, so I think it is possible the game settles with a slightly higher population this time around. So does this mean Halo CE's release to the Master Chief Collection was a failure? I don't think so. Sure, the game has its bugs and issues, and probably could have spent some more time in the oven, but I think it is unreasonable to think that Halo CE was going to bring back tons of players, or bring in tons of new players. I like Combat Evolved as a game, and compared to Reach on PC, it runs a hell of a lot better, but the game is old as shit, and with that, it's really funky to get into. So, what is next for the Master Chief Collection? Well, in the next few weeks to a month, we'll probably see the flights roll out for Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary. To me, this is where we really see what the Master Chief Collection on PC can do. Going from 2 and 2 Anniversary into Halo 3 will definitely bring the most interest back into the collection, and if 343 can put out a competent product, I think that these three titles have the opportunity to really build a decent sized player base. I've said this many times, but 343 really shot themselves in the foot by not leading with Halo 3 on PC. Halo 3 was the peak of the series, and could have sustained a much better player base than Reach did during those initial months. And I mean, this is an easily provable fact just by looking at the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, where 3 is the most played game in the collection every single day. I understand 343 probably did want to roll out Reach because it was not only new for PC, but also new for Xbox, but at the end of the day, porting this to PC, the PC should have been the priority, and they should have led with their strongest product. I do think launching them chronologically could have worked if they were able to get the games out quicker than they are, but currently they are putting a lot of weight on Halo titles that cannot support it. Halo Reach was one of the most divisive Bungie Halo games, and like I mentioned earlier, Combat Evolved is a fine game, but it is old and it's hard to get into. So expecting these two games to prop up the collection for months was a bad idea. I don't know if 343 thought they could roll out the games faster, or if they really thought these games would hold players better than they are. Changing speed a little bit here, I do want to talk about some of my concerns with Halo 2 Classic. As many of you are aware, Halo 2 Classic has button combos that give the player a leg up on their opponents if they are able to successfully perform them on a consistent basis. What I am worried about though is how widespread macros are going to be for these button combos. I can just imagine how annoying it'll be when you take a gunfight with someone and they get off perfect double shots every single time. However, hopefully this is not an issue and people are able to just enjoy the game. For the record, when I do occasionally play Halo 2 in Project Cartographer, this hasn't really been an issue that I've noticed. One quick aside, Project Cartographer has actually fixed a lot of the bugs that people have with Halo 2 on the Master Chief Collection. So if you've been playing it on Xbox and you've been having some issues with how it plays compared to classic Halo 2 on the original Xbox, then checking out Halo 2 Project Cartographer might not be a bad bet for you. Moving on, I am really excited for Halo 2 Anniversary to come to PC. I did not get to play a ton of it on Xbox since the Master Chief Collection was an absolute mess on launch, so I can't wait to get in and really experience it. I know some people have their issues with it, as in reality it is just Halo 4 with some of the mechanics ripped out, but I think it looks nice and does to some degree play like a classic Halo game, and I like that. So between Halo 2 Classic and Halo 2 Anniversary, I'll be sinking most of my time into Anniversary unless it ends up being an absolute mess, which you can never rule out. I do hope on PC though that we get ranked playlists for it, as currently Xbox does not have any. I think they'd be able to stay relatively populated, or at least populated enough to find matches in, unlike Reach ranked playlists currently. So where do I see the Master Chief Collection in the coming months? Just like now, I think when each of the games drops on PC, the player base will spike and then slowly make its way back down. Once the hype for Halo 3 settles, I am extremely curious to see where the game ends up, but if I had to guess, I could see the collection hovering around 15 to 25,000 concurrent players. Hopefully I'm wrong and we're able to build a much larger player base on PC, but I just don't really see it. For as much as I love Halo and I want these titles on PC, and Halo 3 is my favorite game of all time, all of these games are old games, and until a new shiny Halo comes out, I cannot see many non-Halo fans sticking around after they peek in and check them out. Plus, it's the Master Chief Collection, so the games are always going to have issues anyways, and sadly, I think this is something that we just have to accept these days, as 343 has shown time and time again, issues are going to get ignored. So long story short, to answer the question, did Halo CE revive the Master Chief Collection on PC? Nah, not really. Currently the numbers are a little better than before, and I think this will be the case each time a game is added, as fans of that specific game will stick around to play it. Besides, maybe Halo 4, I don't know if that one will move the needle much. I am curious what you guys think the player base will be on PC once all the games are out though, so let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. You can also catch me live at twitch.tv/Arrrash with 3 R's, or follow me on Twitter at Arrrash with 4 R's. And I'll see you guys next time.